Hi, this is David Simon. I'm at the ADVS, which is the Aerospace Digital Visualisation Suite. It's based in Ayrshire in Scotland. Now, this suite allows people access to visualization technology in the augmented and virtual reality sphere and many other areas as well, cheaply or free. And that means that smaller businesses and smaller organisations can access equipment which would normally be prohibitively expensive, and we don't have access to large organisations. So let me show you what we've got here so far. Okay, over here we've got a little suite that allows for volumetric scanning, and there's going to be a more sophisticated one put in shortly. Over here, in fact, we don't even need to go anywhere. I can show you because I've got it in my pocket. This is a pair of aerial-like glasses with the developer kit puck, which allow you to see the real world and at the same time see an augmented reality overlay in front of you and control it with your hand. That you need to have gloves or anything like that. This is another set of the same ones here. Over here we've got the Epsilon Moviero glasses, which are again augmented reality glasses for use outside, particularly for drone operators, so that they can see what the drone is seeing through its cameras, but also they can see the drone at the same time. Really, really good, and really good for assisted worker, or remote assistance for workers. Behind me, we've got the Insta360 Pro 2 for the Blitz Defence, which is an incredibly sophisticated 360-degree camera, which basically takes photos and video in high resolution from all directions and automatically stitches it all together so that you can create 360 videos for the likes of YouTube 360, but also the likes of immersive experiences that you might have in virtual reality or in aspects of kind of augmented reality, this kind of thing. Over here, this is interesting, this is called a clean box. How are you going to clean something that you can't wash? This device, you put your VR headset or your AR headset in after use, it blasts it with the ultraviolet radiation, which kills any bacteria or any viruses on there without getting the thing wet or having to put any trusted chemicals on there. And extreme boon when you're using this kind of technology for education and you're having to pass this between multiple students with a risk of cross-infection. Here what we're looking at is virtual reality headsets, which you're only seeing the digital world when you put it on, but they've got inside-out tracking, which means you can walk around and it knows where you are without you having to set up trackers around the room. They've got very, very wide field of vision. In fact, this is the widest field of vision you'll get in any virtual reality headset. Again, I'll put stats on this one for good stats junkies in there, but it means you can really look around and you're still getting peripheral field of vision. Over here, if you want to follow me, so we've got the Hololens, of course, Hololens 2. Now these things come in about £3,000, once you've got all the kits, so they're not cheap, right? But you can get access to them in this centre for free, and signing up to get this kind of assistance, there's no cost to it. If you're a Scottish business, you can do that. You can even use it for your own commercial purposes. You can even take it out to on site, so you don't have to just use them here. And there's a way that you can get them in this cover, in the shoes cover, to make sure that it's covered by that. Here's another device that the HP Focus. And here, we've got the Vario XR3. Now this is really the creme de la creme of pass-through virtual reality and augmented reality. This is extended reality, hence XR3. It means that you can see the world through these cameras, which then pass through to the lenses that you're seeing behind, and that means that you've got augmented reality, but then you can switch into virtual reality mode. What that means is that you've got full opacity, so if something digital is in front of you, you cannot see through it. It's physically fully there unless you want it to be. So it's a really good system for design. It's being used extensively by Volvo and many other car manufacturers and vehicle manufacturers at the moment. So this is the top end, and these things are not cheap, and yet here you can come and access it for free. So be aware that ADVS is available to anybody in Scotland, and particularly easy to access in Ayrshire. It's situated in the college, and all you need to do is get in touch using the details below in order to access this and speak to the people who run it. Okay, thanks very much.